When I first quit my 9-to-5 job, I thought actually that I did not have money. So everyone that used to say, oh, save money, grow money, it did not make sense to me. But guess what? These are the 5 money habits that changed my life. Let's dive right into it. We are here at Concord Apartments in Nakasero. It is a beautiful place, so if you're looking to invest in real estate or you just need a beautiful home for your family, Concord Apartments in Nakasero is here for you to give you the luxury that you deserve. When I first quit my job, I thought that I did not actually have money at all. So I used to have conversations with people and they're talking, grow your money, save your money. And I used to be like, but I don't have any money. You know how you leave your job and all you know about making money is your salary? That was me. So somehow in my head, I did not think about having money, and I knew that I didn't have money at all. So all these places that I used to go to, people used to speak making money, growing money, and all those things, I was actually totally lost. And then eventually I joined a SFFG course. It's a money course, straightforward financial growth. And when I did that online course, it was about money. So they used to tell us every single week, make money daily, make money weekly, come and report how much have you made. And for me in my head, I was like, but you all know I don't have a job, so don't expect me to come back with a report, because that was the mindset that I had initially. But throughout the course, whenever we would come, every week people were sharing, I made $1 million, 10 million. I'm like, and the things that they used to make money from were not actually jobs. So that's when it hit me that actually you can make money without having a job. That's when I started thinking of the different income streams that are available. So if you're watching this and maybe you don't have a job or you only have a salary, you can actually get other income streams. So that's how I started the journey. I was like, what can I do to get me money even if it's not a job? And I kept learning on the journey. But the 5 habits that actually changed my life, the very first one is tithing. Oh yes, tithing. Why? Because we know that the money principle is actually in the Bible. For those that are watching this, and if you are a believer, you know that it's from, like, we were created by God, right? I don't need to remind you that. But oh yes, and there is a lot in the Bible that talks about money. So what do we do when we get to tithing? And this is just the 10% of your income, all your income. So what I did, I got 10% of all the money that I got, because now I was more intentional. Remember, at first I thought I did not have any money coming in, but somehow I used to spend money like every day. You find that either you're buying data, you're paying transport somewhere, you're either buying fuel, you're buying a dress here, a shoe here, a bag here, you're doing all these things, but somehow you think you are not making money. So I became more intentional, and I used to note, okay, this is the money that I'm getting. And on all the money that I used to get, every single money that I got, I used to pay my 10%. And this is actually in the Bible. I wrote it here. It is Malachi. Let me just get it. Malachi 3:10. And I know you have it on the screen as well. But this is just about you bringing your tithe in the house of God. And you know, like they say, you can never outgive God. Yes, because we believe that we are partners with God on this money journey. So all the money that I used to get, I used to tithe. And by the way, whenever I'm broke, what I do is I give my 10%. And I know there is a lot of talk about tithe. People have different information about tithe. Before you get onto any habit, make sure you understand what it is. Don't just start giving tithe because you've heard me talk about tithe. Go read about tithe. Read scriptures about tithe. Ask your spiritual parent about tithe, people that are doing it. Get this information such that when you are practicing it, you actually get the benefits of doing whatever it is that you want to do. So I started tithing my money, and I found that whenever I tithe money, I actually get more money, because you can never outgive God. So I remember one time I wanted to do a course. There is a course I wanted to do, and it was 800,000. At the time, it was just an online short course, and they needed 400,000 to deposit, and then after you pay the balance. So what I did, I told God, you know what, God, I don't have money, but I have my 40K here, I need 400,000. So I gave 40K, and I told you, and that's why it's important for you to name your seed. I made a video here about sowing a seed for your goals and things like that. If you need to watch that video, I'll put it in the link or somewhere on the screen such that you can watch it. So for the tithe, I told God that I'm giving you 40K, but this is a seed for 400,000 because I need to book my spot on this course. And guess what? Immediately after that service, someone sent me 200,000. just out of the blue, 200,000. And because I had named my seed, when the 200,000 came, I knew that, oh, this is money to book my spot on this course. That is the importance of naming your seed, because if you do not name your seed, when that 200,000 comes, you're like, party time. So when you name your seed, you recognize it when the money actually comes. So I was like, wow, this is 200K. Remember, I'm looking for 400,000. So another day, just during the same week, someone else sent me 200,000. And I called them, I'm like, have you sent to a wrong number? What's happening? They're like, no, it's actually your money. So already in that 1 week, I had my 400K to book my spot. So what I'm saying is, one of the habits that have actually helped me on this money journey is tithing. I've seen tithing grow my finances in big, big ways. So if you want to grow your finances, try it, practice it, and please come back here in the comment section and let me know how that goes. Share with us your testimonies. If you've been doing it before, share here with us and encourage at least one person that could be watching this or could be in the comment section. And then the second habit is saving 20%. I've talked about this before. All the money that you get, you need to save 20%. And I remember in that period when I still didn't have a salary coming in, I used to get money because this time I was more intentional. So if someone sends me maybe 10,000 or 100,000, 200,000, I would get 20% of that money. Because remember, like I said, I knew that the only money that I get is from my salary. But now I had, because I'm a coach, I used to have maybe a speaking engagement here, maybe you sell a financial journal, maybe you do this, and then there were those little monies coming in. But I never recognized them because in my head I thought, if I'm to get money, someone should give me maybe $1 million, or maybe I have a salary that gives me $2 million and all those things. But when I became intentional, I used to note the small money is the 50K here, the 100,000, the 200,000 here, the 500 here, the 600 here, and all the different sources. And what I used to do is I would save 20% of that little money. Trust me, in just like a month, I had money that helped me even start another business. So that is the power of being intentional and saving that 20%. I usually get people asking me, but you're telling me to save money, but I don't even have money. But guess what? You eat every day. You buy data every day. You buy airtime. You move from your house, whether you're using a boda or a taxi or an Uber, whatever you do. You spend money daily. Actually, they say that every decision is a financial decision. You deciding to wake up, that's already a financial decision, because guess what? You're going to switch on the light, that's already a yaka bill. So you're going to shower or brush your teeth, that's a water bill right there. Buying the toothpaste, whatever, that is already you spending money. You're going to have breakfast, that's already you spending money. You're going to move, that's transport, either fuel or transport. Whatever it is, we spend money every single minute. But when you become intentional, then you'll find that you can get ways of actually saving this money. So this is what I tell people. All the money that you get, before you spend, because if you start by spending, your money will never be enough. It can never be enough. Even when you have 1 billion shillings, somehow it will not be enough. So start with the little you have. If you have 20,000, 20% is, you can do the math, that is 4K, right? So start with that. If you have 10K, 20% is 2K. And what I do is I have different ways of saving my money, because you could be wondering, now should I take my 2,000 to the bank? Like really? No, you can have different ways of saving this money. You can have, you know, the small wooden boxes that we have at home. I have that in my home. So if there are coins, or if my 20% is like 2,000, I drop it in there. If it's like 20,000, I can have another platform that I use to save that money. Or you can have an investment club. For example, the 5 a.m. club, we have a 5 a.m. investment club. So if you want to join the 5 a.m. club, or if you want to know more about the 5 a.m. club, I'll link a video, the previous video that we had. I'll link it either up on the screen or down in the description, so that you see and watch more about what the 5 a.m. club is and what we do, all of that. So you can have different platforms. You can have a circle that you have with friends. You can save your 20K there, your 10K, your 100,000, and then you can have maybe mutual funds. You can have different ways of saving that money. Remember, that money that we save, that 20%, is for investment, not the emergency fund. Those are two different things. So you need to save this money for investment. So that is the second money habit that changed my life forever. The third money tip that changed my life is investing my money. For real, I used to think that investing is for the rich people. Like, I'm not even trying to hide or anything. When I hear investing, I know, oh, okay, I hear you, for the rich people, not me. But guess what? I started my investment journey. And like I've just mentioned, you can have different ways of investing your money. As little as 10,000 Ugandan shillings, 20,000 Ugandan shillings. Just look for these opportunities. They are there. You can go to your banker and ask yourself, how do I buy mutual funds? How do I buy bills? How do I invest in bonds? How do I buy shares? And all these different platforms. But you can even start in an investment club with your friends. That WhatsApp group you're part of, what are you doing with your friends? What are you doing with your OGs and OBs? We've seen groups of old students building houses, buying real estate, doing all these things. The question is, what are you doing with your WhatsApp group? That could be a thought that you get with your friends, and start putting money together slowly but surely. You can start with your 10K, 20K monthly, 50K monthly, whatever it is. You can put your money there, and then you can be able to invest as a team. That is how your money will actually grow. Because if you just get the money and then spend the money, there is nothing to show for it. So make sure that you have a percentage that you are investing. And I usually recommend the 20% that you save for investment, and then you can have maybe a 10% that you save for your emergency fund. That can be available for you to use in case there is any emergency, medical and things like that. That is the money that you can use. So that is tip number 3. And then tip number 4. This one was a game changer. Tracking my finances. Tracking my finances. Remember, like I said, I used to think that it's only with a salary that I can have money. But when I became more intentional, then I started saying, okay, how am I getting money? You find that in a day, you're making maybe 20K. Someone sends you 20K on your phone. Maybe it's data or airtime or whatever it is. And maybe because I'm a coach, you go speak somewhere, you get maybe 300,000 or 200,000, or someone calls you to do something here, you get your 500 or 600. I used to just blow that money because in my head, I knew I have no salary coming in. Do you realize that money is actually a mindset? So if you want to work on your finances, you need to work on your mindset. And how will you do this? By being in environments of people that are continuously talking about money, people that want to grow their finances, people that are going to trigger you to think about how to get out of that comfort zone. Because usually when we're with our friends, I know I made 100K, yeah, you celebrate what? Because that is all we know. So break that bubble, go into a space where they are speaking big money, and you'll be like, what? You made what in a week? You made a loss of what? 1 billion? Like, those are the circles, those are the spaces that you need to get into, because then they'll trigger you to start thinking differently about money. So I started tracking my money slow but surely, writing how much do I make, how much do I spend. I realized I'm actually spending much more money than I make. Like, I had to have a candid talk with myself, like, you know what, Majo, enough is enough. You need to put your finances in order. And I made a financial journal. Yes, this is the journal that I actually use to track my finances, the money that I'm making, the money that I'm spending, the money that I'm saving, and everything. And I've seen my finances going up. I've been able to hit financial goals that I never thought I would achieve in maybe a month or a year. So it is very possible. If you want to work on your finances, get yourself a financial journal. You can leave that comment in the comment section. Let me know that, oh, I need a financial journal, and we shall actually have one delivered to your doorstep. So you need this. And then the last tip that we have is continuously reading and learning about money. Like I said, just be in spaces where people are talking finances, how to grow money, how to save this money, and how to generally be better. And guess what? I have a bonus tip for you for being here until this minute. Now, the bonus tip is pay off your debt. Oh yes, if you want to grow your finances, you need to pay off your debt. Do you actually know how much debt you have? Think about it. You could, even if it's just a paper and pen, just write down, this is the debt I have, this is how much I have, and all those things, such that now you have a plan to pay off that debt. And that's how you get on this journey of achieving your financial freedom. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to subscribe, share this video with a friend. Don't forget to like, comment. What are some of the money habits that are working for you? Put that in the comment section and let us learn together. Thank you for being here. See you in the next video. Bye.